Everybody, here's the intro to the reading time. I still have to figure out what my intro is going to be for these reading time segments, also, by the way. I have that little opening segment, but I'm thinking of actually doing like a whole little animation. And it's funny. I was watching Will Neff stream with Austin, and they were talking about Name Your Price and how they wanted to like set up an intro with like a really big band like or artist, and they wanted to hire them to make like the theme song for the show, and it got me so into like thinking about that for like segments for my playlist and like doing like actual intros for my shit, that like I went down this whole rabbit hole of like looking up music that like I could probably add to my shit. But yeah. Enough said. I think it would be really fucking funny though. uh all right, so this is Grimm's Complete Fairy Tale story number ocho. 8. What is that in Japanese? It's Ichi ni san. Ichi ni san shi. No. I need to brush up on my Japanese. Oh my god, I totally forgot. I lost my Duolingo streak. I have fallen behind. I fell off so fucking hard. Look at this, you guys. Oh my god. I'm at 0 streak. Oh, holy fuck. And look how bad I've been doing too. Oh man, since I lost my streak, I've just been on and off. I was almost to 300. I was so close to reaching the fucking whole year mark, man. Oh, I was so close. Rip. Rip my streak. But I mean, that's what sometimes happens whenever I start up school. It never fails. Every time I start up school, my schedule gets like warped in some weird way. There's always something that falls through the cracks. Last year it was work stuff. I wasn't getting enough hours to pay my bills, and I really had to like basically cut down on a lot of classes so that I can like gain more hours and shit. This time around, it's just all my hobbies are suffering like crazy. At the beginning of the semester, I hardly streamed any hours, and even still now, like I think I'm only doing like 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon. So, once I hit break time or maybe like spring break, I'm gonna try and hit this fucking hard. Like maybe try and do like I don't want to do like 24-hour streams, but I can try and do something. Definitely for the summer, I want to try and go through the entire list of games that I have. Just marathon that shit. Want to see how long it could take me to beat every game I have back to back to back to back without taking a break. Well, I mean, obviously, pissing, shitting, farting, and eating, drinking water, shit like that. Obviously, is important. But like, doing like a full on marathon of just like as many games as I can, just all the way through. Uh, and obviously, I'm gonna like stack that list with like the easiest games in the world to finish, obviously. But I want to see if there's like a world record. If there's a world record for like the most games finished in one marathon stream, it would be a really interesting thing to go for. I haven't found anything on it though. I should probably like tweet out to Guinness World Records to see if they've even like begun to like record that or anything like that. Because it'd be really fucking funny. There's a lot of people that do like those marathon streams or like the subathons, and they go on for like 300 hours or like 300 days and some shit like that. There's like ridiculous like records for that. But how many of those hours are actually maintained like video game playthroughs? Like how much of it is just chatting, how much of it is like them sleeping on air and stuff. So I think that's a statistic that should be counted into it as well. I know a lot of people are probably not going to like that take because, like, yeah, you should definitely. It's more so like a matter of training and fortitude. I think at those points, I don't think anybody that like is new to this should ever try and do like 72 hours straight of streaming. It is so difficult. It is so difficult. I tried doing a 24-hour when I first started out, And no joke, I think at like 15 hours in or like 12 hours in, I fucking shut down. I shut down so fucking hard. But it was fun. I mean, I think when now I've learned that when you have friends that like are streaming with you, because before Lazy and like all my friend groups did not necessarily stream with me. It was usually just me kind of like doing what I'm doing right now, um, just less experienced. So having Lazy come in sometimes and like stream with me has been such a huge boon to like having like that rhythm increase as well. And it makes it so much funner, you know? Yeah, it's like I can look back on these moments and like really enjoy where I was at in these streams, and like look back. Like I think I have a couple of like some of my YouTube videos um saved under private playlists on my YouTube, and you guys are never gonna see those because they're from when I was still like super chunky. Like I was starting out like streaming, playing Final Fantasy 14, and I was so fucking cringe. I look back at that video and I'm just like, oh my fucking god, I was such a tryhard. But I'm probably not gonna show that. I might show it. You convinced me enough, I might show it. But I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it. Unless okay. All right. Let's get into the next story. I've already taken up enough of this recording's time. Today's chapter 8, The Wonderful Musician. How fitting for the intro title. How long is this one? Okay, so we got 1 page, 2 page, 3 page. Okay, so this is a short story. So, here we go. The Musician. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, should I bring out my guitar one of these days? You guys can't see it from over here. I got my keyboard back there too. You guys can't see that either. Man, it's been so long since I played any of my instruments. They've gathered so much dust. They dusty back there, boys. Okay? I don't play them. I don't have the calluses on my finger like I used to, but it'd be nice to maybe get some practice in. I'm not trying to be a musician by any means at all, but it'd be fucking interesting to to do a theme for it. Okay, all right. Today's story: the wonderful musician. Okay, there was once a wonderful musician who went quite alone through a forest and thought of all manner of things. And when nothing was left for him to think about, he said to himself, time is beginning to pass heavily with me in here in this forest. I will fetch a good companion for myself. Then he took his fiddle from his back and played so that it echoed through the trees. It was not too long before a wolf came trotting through the thicket towards him. Ah, here is a wolf coming. I have no desire for him, said the musician. But the wolf came nearer and said to him, ah, dear musician, how beautifully you do play. I should like to learn that too. It is soon learned, the musician replied. Only you have to do all that I bid you. O musician, said the wolf, I will obey you as a scholar obeys his master. The musician had him follow, and when they had gone part of the way together, they came to an old oak tree which was hollow inside and cleft in the middle. Look, said the musician, if you will learn to fiddle, put your forepaws into this crevice. The wolf obeyed, but the musician quickly picked up a stone and with one blow wedged his 2 paws so fast that he was forced to stay there like a prisoner. Stay there until I come back again, said the musician, and went his way. After a while, he again said to himself, time is beginning to pass heavily with me here in this forest. I will fetch another companion, and took his fiddle again and played in the forest. It was not long before a fox came creeping through the trees towards him. Ah, there's a fox coming, said the musician. I have no desire for him. The fox came up to him and said, Oh, dear musician, how beautifully you do play. I should like to learn that too. That is soon learned, said the musician. You have only to do everything I bid you. O musician, then said the fox, I will obey you as a scholar obeys his master. Follow me, said the musician. And when they had walked part of the way, they came to a footpath with high bushes on both sides of it. There the musician stood still, and from one side bent a young hazel bush down to the ground and put his foot on top of it. Then he bent down a young tree from the other side of the well and said, Now, little fox, if you will learn something, give me your left front paw. The fox obeyed, and the musician fastened his paw to the left burrow. Little fox, said he, now reach me your right paw. And he tied it to the right burrow. Right bow, right boo, right bow. When he had examined whether they were firm enough, he let go, and the bushes sprang up again and jerked up the little fox so that it hung struggling in the air. Wait there till I come back again, said the musician, and went his way. Again he said to himself, Time is beginning to pass heavily with me here in the forest. I will fetch another companion. So he took his fiddle, and the sound echoed through the forest. Then a little hare came springing towards him. Why, a hare is coming, said the musician. I do not want him. Ah, dear musician, said the hare, how beautifully you do fiddle. I too should like to learn that. That is soon learned, said the musician. You have only to do everything that I bid you. Oh, musician, replied the little hare, I will obey you as a scholar obeys his master. They went a part of the way together until they came to an open space in the forest, where stood an aspen tree. The musician tied a long string round the little hare's neck, the other end of which he fastened to the tree. Now briskly, little hare, run 20 times round the tree, cried the musician, and the little hare obeyed. And when it had run round 20 times, it had twisted the string 20 times round the trunk of the tree, and the little hare was caught, and let it pull and tug as it liked. It only made the string cut into its tender neck. Wait there till I come back, said the musician, and went onwards. The wolf, in the meantime, had pushed and pulled and bitten at the stone, and had worked so long that he had set his feet free and had drawn them once more out of the cleft. Full of anger and rage, he hurried after the musician and wanted to tear him to pieces. When the fox saw him running, he began to lament and cried with all of his might, Brother Wolf, come to help me. Come to my help. The musician had betrayed me. The wolf drew down the little tree, bit the cord in two, and freed the fox, who went with him to take revenge on the musician. They found the tied up hare, whom likewise they released, and then they all sought the enemy together. The musician had once more played his fiddle as he went on his way, and this time he had been more fortunate. The sound reached the ears of a poor woodcutter, who instantly, without a thought, gave up his work and came with his hatchet under his arm to listen to the music. At last comes the right companion, said the musician, for I was seeking a human being and no wild beast. And he began and played so beautifully and delightfully that the poor man stood there as if bewitched, and his heart leapt with gladness. And as he thus stood, the wolf, the fox, and the hare came up, and he saw well that they had some evil design. So he raised his glittering axe and placed himself before the musician, as if to say, Whoever wishes to touch him, let him beware, or he will have to deal with me. Then the beasts were terrified and ran back into the forest. The musician, however, played once more to the man out of gratitude, and then went onwards. What a terrible story. I wanted to see that musician torn to pieces. Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. That where's the morality in that story? Is it I don't get it. Is it supposed to be like as an animal not to like be bewitched by the sounds of the musician or something like that? I don't know. I have to look that one up. Uh Another one that kind of puzzles me. There's a lot of strange stories in this book. None more so than this so far. Uh it reminds me a lot of like Peter and the Hare again. You know, you have the separate animals all having their own different experiences. Uh Oddly enough, this reminds me of the new Peter and the Wolf version that came out. With Bono narrating. All right, so for next time, which should be Sunday, hopefully, chapter 9, The 12 Brothers, is going to be our next story. I don't know what this story is. I don't read ahead for you guys, as I said before. All this I am reading in real time, the same as you guys are experiencing, so that I can get better at reading in real time. And so far, I feel like it's helping. I am catching a couple of like words here and there that I'm missing. But slowly, I do feel like I'm improving with the tone of my voice while reading as well. I feel it's becoming a little bit more stabilized as opposed to like the first video that I did start up where it was kind of like a little bit cracking. Uh... um, dude, oh my god, I need to do a night where I start to like practice on like different voices I can do for characters, and then start animating on them. I think it'd be a great idea because then I can kind of like start figuring out what I can animate and start designing like character designs for my 2D animation. Uh, but who knows? Who knows? I gotta practice on that deep voice. Okay, hold on. I gotta drop the testicles a bit. Okay. Let me end this story time. All right. Thank you to everybody that participated, viewed. If you're watching from YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below or the like button. It goes a long way for all that good stuff and helps out with the algorithm. If you're watching from Twitch, please hit the follow button down below and make sure the notification bell is on. It lets you know when I'm going live next time. Also, if you like links to my socials, I do have them posted down below on my Twitch, not on my YouTube. I think they might be on my YouTube. I'm not sure. But yes, if you go to my Twitch, which should be linked right down below in the little descriptions area, on this side, one of those two, I don't remember. You will find the link to my Twitch where you can check all that good stuff out. I am also gonna go undergo a name change again, probably in the near future. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't like barely GG. Okay, it doesn't roll off the tongue, man. And I've been wanting to go back to Stigma, but I honestly feel like I should probably do something completely different. Um, but I guess we'll see. Maybe in the near future, I'll make it a sub thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll take like viewer subscriptions or something, or not viewer suggestions. Oh, I mean, I'll take subscriptions too. Hey. All right. But thank you so much. Bye. Check out the playlist down below on this side, and then also my channels down over here where you can see me play video games and good stuff like that. All right. Bye.